Welcome to Asian Pulse. I'm your host, Shannon Permal. We are broadcasting from the traditional unceded territories of Kwantlen, Silvertooth, and Squamish Nation. This past week, the world was shocked to hear the news about the sudden death of Queen Elizabeth II. Born in 1926 and living a grand life until September 8, 2022. She reigned the title as the Queen of England for over 70 years and has remained the longest reigning British monarch. She was sworn in as the Queen of England and the Commonwealth countries when she was only 25 years old, and since then she has remained the Queen. England went through 17 prime ministers, but one queen. She visited Canada 23 times and is one of the only countries she visited that many times. She has had a special place in her heart for Canada. Funeral services will be held either on Saturday or Monday and will be televised. But until then, now we have King Charles. September 10th was World Suicide Prevention Awareness Day. In Canada, over 4,000 individuals die each year with committing suicide. This doesn't include the people that have made attempts to take their lives themselves as well. That being said, suicide is preventable, but it is up to us to check in on others and ourselves to get through the tough times. So, if you need to get support, you can call 1-833-456-4566, or you can dial 988 to talk to a mental health line. September is also known as Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Police, along with ICBC, will be out in full force to stop drivers who are distracted while driving, texting, talking on the phone, putting on makeup, or eating while driving. Did you know that distracted driving is the second largest cause of road accidents, with speeding being the number one? They'll give you tickets for $369 plus 4 demerit points on your driver's license. So take this as a reminder to be attentive and alert while driving. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. I understand how important it is to have a place called home, and it's frustrating using your hard-earned money on rent. Vic Prasad can make you a homeowner. Get pre-approved services provided to first-time buyers and new immigrants. You can qualify for mortgage even if you have bad credit. Call Vic Prasad now on 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is associated with Craft Mortgages Canada Incorporated. I understand how important it is to have a place called home, and it's frustrating using your hard-earned money on rent. Vic Prasad can make you a homeowner. Get pre-approved services provided to first-time buyers and new immigrants. You can qualify for mortgage even if you have bad credit. Call Vic Prasad now on 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is associated with Craft Mortgages.
For astrology service, life horoscope, and fortune telling, marriage problem, love problem, divorce problem, money problem, personal or business, all types of puja and havan. Call Pandit Lakshminath Guruji 1604-849-4872, serving Alberta and BC.
Arvind's Curry and Cocktail, Indian cuisine. They do catering for all occasions and they do free delivery. Please call 604-515-1070. Address is 420 6th Street, New Westminster. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. For deliveries, call 604-515-1070 or arvindscurry.com.
Thank you, sponsors. And if you'd like to highlight your business on this show, please email us at asianpulse@gmail.com. Now we have Dr. Dhram, ND, who is our guest to talk about the benefits of naturopathic. So please take a look.
Studios, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Dhram. Dr. Dhram is a naturopathic doctor, and we're going to talk about the benefits of naturopathic. There is other doctors, and there are regular doctors, and they are naturopathic doctors. And they are doctors. They are trained as equally as medical doctors are trained, but they practice natural way of healing our body and healing ourselves. So with that, we're going to talk about what are the benefits and how do the naturopathic doctors get their training. So welcome, Dr. Dhram.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay. So I was going to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
And we always, if something wrong with us or whatever, we always run to the doctors, the medical doctors. And sometimes some people do not pay the same or give the same importance to naturopathic as much as they give it to the medically trained doctors.
Absolutely.
So, can you talk a little bit about how you are trained?
Oh, absolutely. My training, most naturopathic doctors in BC, we have at least 3 years of undergraduate biomedical studies, and then 4 years of very intense training in naturopathic medicine in Canada, or some in US, and then they get licensed for British Columbia. So we had easily 1,100 hours of studying basic sciences like pathology, and then we have 1,900 hours of studying basic medicine, such as family medicine, internal medicine, pharmacology, and then endless hours of naturopathic treatments, such as herbal medicine, acupuncture, homeopathy, nutrition, a lot of those trainings that goes on for 4 years.
So, you have your office in downtown. How long have you been practicing naturopathy?
12 years.
Okay.
It has been 12 wonderful years.
So, who comes to you?
Generally, I have people that have already tried to go to medical doctors, especially if you have chronic conditions. There's only so much help you can get in conventional medicine. So they've already tried all the different techniques, and then they come in to seek answers. Some of them are young people who knows about preventative medicine. They want to make sure that they are in a good health and they are staying on top of their health situation. So I get both ends of the preventative as well as those who have tried other modalities and are still looking for answers, which I encourage people to do. Don't give up on your health issues. Keep trying, keep exploring, keep asking questions.
So, when I go, or anybody goes, for the first time
Yes.
to you or to a naturopathic doctor, what do I expect?
Generally, we will ask the same kind of questions like a medical doctor will ask, and then we'll ask more. So we'll ask about what condition you have, how long have you been sick, but we'll also then ask what other diagnoses you had in the past. What other medications have you taken in the past? What was your health like in your childhood? What are your parents' health like? I generally like to ask, have you ever been ill previously that never really quite got better? Because sometimes if something made you sick, say 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and you never quite got completely well, it's still lingering and it's still contributing to your health now. So a lot of questions. Yeah.
So, if you have a back pain,
Yes.
or if you have sciatica or some pain in the back or neck or something, that people have tried everything and they are still not be able to get rid of it.
Yes.
So, what are some of the illnesses or conditions
Yes.
that they feel that they have tried everything and given up, and now they're going to try this route?
I really like your example. You said stomach aches, you said headaches, now you're saying back pains. These are like perfect to come to see a naturopathic doctor. Back pain, neck pain, we will be assessing how you live, how you move, what you eat, how you sleep. We'll be assessing all of that to really figure out what's really causing the back pain. And then generally we use herbs, I use acupuncture, I do a little bit of spinal manipulation. I use injections. There's so many of these techniques that we are given that I can use. And I'm also, naturopaths are also trained. Some of them have pharmacology, prescribing authority. So I can also give prescription in combination with naturopathic therapies to make it all work together. So usually I have too many choices as a naturopathic doctor, and I have to narrow down the few that will work best for the patient. Stomach ache, if you have stomach pains, we're definitely going to ask about what you eat, how much stress you're in when you eat, because we want to address the mental and emotional. It's a very big part of illness.
So, when you say what you eat, are you talking about healthy eating?
Sometimes there are many kind of what may look like healthy eating, but were actually causing you problems. I've had many patients who in Chinese medicine, we have a certain concept about spleen qi. And so some people may say, I eat lots of raw vegetables, I drink juices. But then when you look at the digestive symptom, you say, you're not digesting it. So could you go back to eating soups? So sometimes healthy eating is not the right thing for you at that time. But sometimes we look at stress behaviors like coffees, teas. You may have heartburn, and you drink coffee at 6 p.m. That's going to cause you heartburn and problem sleeping. So there are all these different things that can come together.
What are the advantages?
Of naturopathic medicine.
Yeah.
I see three main ones. One is we have a primary care. This is primary care medicine that is focused on prevention. And two is we can give medicine that will have less side effects. And three is when it comes to chronic condition you've had for a long time, there's not much conventional medicine can do to help with that. So you can have arthritis, you can have rheumatoid arthritis, you can have anxiety and depression that can be helped in conjunction with regular medicine. We can have autoimmune conditions, thyroid conditions. Chronic condition really benefit.
Okay, are the doctors licensed to practice in British Columbia? Like with the MSP, you can bill the MSP and you don't have to pay when you go see doctor. Is it the same way for naturopathic doctors?
All the naturopathic doctors in BC are licensed, and we have very strict exams that we have to do, board certified to get licensed. And we are most benefit program, extended benefit program through work. We'll cover naturopathic doctors between $200 to $500. Some even cover lab tests. There's some very few naturopathic doctors that will charge under MSP, but they're very few. So it's mostly your own pay or you get benefit back. However, because you'll be able to address the cause, it ends up being cheaper in the long run because illnesses are very expensive and exhausting and draining. So it's very cost effective.
I was thinking while you were talking, like with the other doctors, and not everybody have extended benefit either.
Yes.
So if they don't have that coverage, and maybe even if you do have the coverage, so many visits per year.
Yeah.
So it's not that great. It's not like unlimited.
Accessible,
unlimited.
Yeah.
And so is the prescription also included part of extended benefit, or you pay that out of your pocket?
Prescription is whatever you have under your plan. As in, if you go to a regular doctor and you get a prescription, it'll be the exact same thing. You will pay as you would with a.
But you don't go to a drugstore. You go to you do.
For prescription, if I prescribe pharmacotherapy.
Yeah.
But if I'm giving my own herbs, homeopathics, then yes, you do have to cover my costs.
Yeah.
The benefit though is that even if you can only do $200 to $500 a year, 2 or 3 visits, you will get enough information to empower yourself to care for yourself. You will know why you're sick and how to empower yourself. So I feel that you will still get something that you can now apply.
I'm sort of looking at the clock. Yes. So do you want to tell our viewers your office and...
Naturopathic doctors can be found at bcnd.ca. That's a website where everyone can look for a naturopathic doctor in your neighborhood. So you're going to be Delta, downtown Vancouver, all over BC. I myself am in downtown Vancouver. My clinic is called Kushna, Cushna, KushnaWellness.com.
KushnaWellness.com?
Yes, that's
okay.
my website.
Okay.
But wherever you are, wherever you live, there's a naturopathic doctor near you. Please access the medicine.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
To talk about alternate medication. It's not like the one you've been using, and if it's not working and you keep going back to the doctor all the time, it's always allow yourself to give an option or maybe alternate to go to a naturopathic doctor, and maybe you'll get the same kind of a treatment or even better if that
Exactly.
what you are taking is not working on you,
Or the side effects.
or the side effects of all the medication that we all take,
Exactly.
chemical in that. But thank you so much for coming in and educating us on what you do.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Dr. Dharam. Before we move on to community events, we have some special announcements to make. The 11th annual Mushtari Begum Indian Classical Music Festival is on September 24th at 6 p.m. at Massey Theatre in New Westminster. For tickets, please call Massey Theatre or visit their website at www.masseytheatre.com/11 Mushtari Begum Festival. The open house on September 15th and 17th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can learn all about the Chartwell experiences at their open house, drop in, and look around. And you can ask the questions about living at Chartwell Imperial Place. The address is 13853 102 Avenue, Surrey. For more information, feel free to call 778-735-0541. Sahas Community Service Society provides a helpline for people who are in crisis and in need to talk to someone. They offer critical support, information, and resources for individuals and families in need. The number for this is 604-900-9221. Everything will be kept confidential. The Canadian Federation of Fiji Organizations is hosting their second annual Community Awards Gala on Sunday, October 16th at Kanna Banquet Hall. For more information and tickets, you can feel free to call me, Shannon Permal, at 778-709-2853 or email info.cfofo@gmail.com. Tickets are only $35 per person, and for children 12 and under, they are $20. CIBC Run for the Cure is back on October 2nd. Join in person for a walk or run at Surrey Athletic Park, 14600 20th Avenue in Surrey. 1 out of 8 women will develop breast cancer in their life, so join them and donate money for this great cause.
Hello and welcome to Asian Pulse, and my guest today is no other than the founders of Mustri Begum Festival. This Mustri Begum Festival, these are the two people sitting right here who started the festival 10 years ago, and this will be the 11th year, and so many of you have been there. So we're going to talk about what will be this year's Mustri Begum Festival. So welcome to both of you. Welcome, Cassius.
Thank you.
Welcome, Amika.
Thank you so much.
You partner, wife and husband,
Yeah.
dude, team.
Yes. Yeah.
And so talk a little bit about the festival itself.
The festival is very dear to our hearts. We started it, like you said, 10 years ago. The 11th year, we will continue to bring Indian classical music and dance. The dance is Kathak. This year I'll be dancing Kathak, and we have live music, as always, to accompany the dancers. That's a lot of fun. And our other programming includes Baljit Singh on Dilruba, who will be accompanying on basically every item in the evening. We have Dr. Kamaljeet Gill from Edmonton. She's a wonderful khayal singer. She's going to come and do a solo performance. Then we also have, of course, Cassius Khan with his signature ghazal tabla combination, singing and playing tabla at the same time. And also we have Dr. Disha, one of his senior students, who will be presenting her own ghazal that she wrote herself. So it's a very special bouquet that we're bringing together this year as well.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about it. And this will be still at the same venue?
Yes. The Massey Theatre, who has been our venue partner since the first year, 2012. So we do our performance at the Massey Theatre every year, as long as we can, and as long as we're allowed to. So yes, Massey Theatre in New Westminster, that's the venue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been going on for the last Saturday of September for many years, and this year as well on September 24th is the last Saturday of September. The year is going by so fast, and we really hope that we get a good support and audience so that we can all enjoy together, even the performers and the audience members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like when I go there and see you guys perform, both of you, and like the rest of the people there, your team, it takes a year in making. It's not like you can get ready overnight or in a week's time or a month's time. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of practice, a lot of singing, a lot of dhalak and all those practicing. So when you do that, all that, it takes a year of to be able to perform at that level.
Yes, that's right. Actually, it takes it takes our entire lifetime to reach that level, and but every year we try to bring something new, bring something exciting, as it is classical music, and the scope is quite great to continue to create, and so that's what we do. Even this year for Amika's Kathak performance, I am practicing every single day for what I have to do because it's important for me to keep my mind going because my mind goes in many different directions. I'm a vocalist, I'm a tabla player, and I did not know how to play for Kathak until I met Amika. And then she became one of my teachers. I started learning how to do that. So it's challenging, especially when you have to sing and play tabla at the same time, and that too for dance. So it's a lot of work.
Keeping up with me. No, just kidding.
Yes, of
Yes,
course, I can
it is.
see that.
Because she wears very thick kajal.
Yeah.
And sometimes when she's dancing, and if I make a mistake, it she gives that look, and I'm like, oh, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just the energy,
Yeah.
she's like in that different space where it's like Durga that's on stage,
Yeah.
and the energy is different, but then sometimes,
Yeah, so that look is
That
just,
look is,
yes.
I get that look if I'm in the house too, if I say something wrong,
Yeah.
I get that look as well.
Well, you don't have that black kajal today.
Not every
That's
day.
good.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
You are
But
more
I see the
chilled.
black kajal.
Yeah, you are more chilled and relaxed today. It's all right. We both are safe today.
Yeah.
Just talk about the venue and the time and the ticket.
Sure.
The venue is the Massey Theatre in New Westminster. They have been our venue partner since the very beginning. And the tickets are available at their website, www.masseytheatre.com. We have a very reasonable ticket pricing, and we also have some group specials. So if you buy 4 tickets, you receive 1 complimentary. We have student pricing, senior pricing, and 12 and under are free. The date is September 24th, which is a Saturday, and the programs begins at 7 p.m.
It's a Saturday at 7 p.m.
Saturday at 7 p.m. It'll be a nice kind of program. We have 3 main acts. We'll have an intermission for a break. The Massey Theatre just did a renovation, so come and enjoy and see what they've done there too, and hopefully it'll be a wonderful evening for everyone.
I will be there, and I have been going for last 10 years. Maybe 1 or 2 I might have missed. I can't remember.
You've been there.
You've been
Yeah,
there.
I've been there.
Every
We
year.
always see your
Even if
beautiful
you're not
face in the
there,
audience,
you're
yeah.
still there
Yeah.
and supporting us, and
Yeah,
we really
you've been-
appreciate it.
You've been one of our pillars of strength.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you
it's
so
lovely
much. Yeah.
that you're from my community,
Yes.
from Fiji, and I feel so proud that you support our cause and support this music and dance. It's really a great feeling to have someone
And we
like
have
you.
been making announcement. You don't even have to tell me
I
because
know.
I know that this is happening.
Yeah.
And so because I am in love with both of you for what you do.
Oh,
it
we're in
take-
love with you too.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of courage with no funding or nothing to putting the money, energy, time, everything out of yourself to be able to make sure, like you say, to keep this classical music alive. So it takes a lot of
Not just the classical music, but the musicians. The
Musicians,
musicians are the
yeah.
ones, really. It's so sad when I see that those poor guys, oh, why didn't you do this in the name of
Yeah.
exposure and blah, blah, blah. And what I like to do is I take a piece of paper and I cut it into pieces, write exposure on it, and give it to them and say, here, go to the store and go buy some vegetables with this.
Yeah.
See how far you get.
Yeah.
So we empower the classical musicians, we empower the dancers to let them know that we are there to support. Not just that, but we also pay them well so that they're able to do whatever they need to do to get ahead. We make a nice video for them. We give them the platform. That's very important for our festival. Bhale, Amika and I, we don't make any money off of it. It's a labor of love.
Yeah.
But we make sure that the other artists are taken care of. And that's what we're here for. Because if Amika and I don't do it, just like you were
Nobody.
saying, for yourself and this show,
Mhm.
if you don't do it, who will do it? Nobody.
Nobody.
And in our case, really nobody will.
Yeah.
It's
If
our
people depend
responsibility.
on money to do this, nothing will go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you really have to, if you believe it's a passion, it's like this is your
Right.
passion.
Yeah.
That if you believe in the passion, then you go ahead and do it. And you'll
Absolutely.
find ways and means to put it together.
Yes.
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah,
So
and-
far, we've been very lucky and very blessed to have good supporters. And hopefully it'll continue on for many more
And
years.
grow too.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
so
you
much.
to both of you and good luck.
Thank
And
you so
I'll be
much.
there.
Yeah, of
Thank
course
you.
you will be. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support, Camilla. As always, we love you. Thank you so much for always being there for us and for giving us time on this channel when there's so many people that you could be seeing and helping. But thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
If you have any events that are coming up in your community and would like us to promote it, please send it to us at asianpulse@gmail.com. Now, we run out of time for this week, but hope you enjoyed the show as much as I do bringing it to you. If you'd like to support this show by being a sponsor, please contact Camilla Singh at 604-537-5123 or send an email to asianpulse@gmail.com. Before I go, I'll leave you here with these thoughts. Sometimes, no matter how nice you are, no matter how kind you are, how caring you are, how loving you are, it just isn't enough for some people. The author is unknown. If you missed our show today, you can watch it again on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on Channel 4 and Channel 10 if you're in Calgary. You can also watch our shows on YouTube by searching for Asian Pulse TV and subscribing and liking our page. Thanks for spending a part of your day with us. I'm your host, Shannon Permal. Stay safe and stay healthy. Until then, see you all next week.